Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. Wednesday night, September the 14th, and these are the charts of the day. Still a lot of stocks doing well, although there was a late sell-off that the market had been another big update. It's three in a row. And we may be getting close to a top. I said yesterday we would go over some of the bucks and shorts, but I think I'll reserve that for tomorrow. But there's still a lot of stocks to cover on the long side. We'll see what happens tomorrow. SQNS, SQNS was the star of the day today, up 68%. At one point, up about 90, 95%, almost 100%. The stock exploded from 4.25 up to 8.75, nearly reaching the declining 50-period moving average before backing off. But an explosive move on 7.1 million shares, by far the biggest volume in a long, long time in the stock. At this point, we may get some carry forward. The resistance zone is 10.5 to 12.5. So I'm looking for at least a move up to retest that 9 zone. And if we get through that, maybe get it up to 10.5. But we'll have to see short term if there's any follow through first. CWTR continues to act well. And as you can see, if we scroll in here, broke through this line here and took out the early July high with a thrust today of another 29 cents, 20.5% on a strong volume of 6.9 million shares. That's the heaviest volume since the move began. And it closed near the upper end of the range, not too bad. So we could see some carry forward, and this stock may very well get up above 2 into the 215, 25, 35 zone, something like that, potentially before it pulls back. But be careful because it has had a big move and has more than doubled here. One of the other stars of the last couple of days has been STMP, which we spotted on the breakout from this flag and gave you a swing trade. It's moved from about 18.5 to 24.10 today. My $23, $24 target was hit. And at this point, it may be a little short-term overbought, but certainly a great chart. I'd look for something to set up in terms of consolidation in here, flag, etc. SUSS continues a very, very strong relative strength move and remains on our top 25 list, jumping another 208 or nearly 10% today, over 23, getting up to almost 24 at one point, but still a very strong session. Volume was 312,000 shares. That's good for that stock. And although it may need a rest in here, I'm looking for the stock to make it into the mid-high 20s. Low-priced Fiber Tower also extended a bit today, up 11 cents or 9.3%. And it looks like there's a resistance up around the $1.75 area, which is my target. TNGL fairly reached an issue. We spotted it a couple days ago. It pulled back. Yesterday came up, and today up another $1.48%. Gets above this 14 and a quarter zone. We can see the spike into the $16 area short term. MXWL, Maxwell, coming out of a nice consolidation zone and through the declining tops line today with a thrust of $1.38 or almost 8%. Volume was respectable. 547,000 shares for that stock, and at this point, I'm looking for a move up towards the low 20s, maybe 22. AVGO Technologies, AVGO, acting very nicely, popped today across lateral price resistance in this zone here, taking out this low and this high, and the declining tops line, and may be on its way to retesting the high up around 39.9.5. Short term, that's our target. Intermediate term, more like 43, 45 zone, something like that. Great move today for SIMO, up another 74 cents at one point, up nearly a point. You can see that scrolling in on this pattern. It broke out yesterday, followed through nicely today, and may be retesting this 13.5 zone very shortly. If it does make it through there, long-term chart looking very good here is calling for move up towards 1920. KRX still acting great. Look at this chart here, beautiful rising channel on the way. Stock spiked up another 5% or 41 cents. Volume was 1.1 million shares. The stock's making new multi-year highs. I'm looking for a move to the top of that channel up around the $9 range, maybe 9.25 short term. Beyond that, it could spike up into the 10-12 range. Micron acting very well after the big move down from 12 to 5 and change. Reversed. In the last few days, it's broken the declining tops line, and today thrusted on 68.5 million shares, up another 34 cents or 5%. Target up here now about the 8.25 zone. STAA continues to act well after pulling back for a week and a half and consolidating. It held price support and moving average support to 21-day moving average. Moved up yesterday, and today it appears to have come out of this little flag pattern it was in, or across the declining top line for a breakout. At this point, I look for 9.5 to 10 zones short term. MRGE was put out as a buy today after moving across this line. You can see how it popped through and did it with decent volume, 1.3 million shares. So what I would look for now is for this to expand the move and reach the top of the channel up around the 8 3/4, 9 zone. ELJGX today and the logics jumped another only 6% or 0.6%, but it's a follow through from yesterday's nice action. I'm looking for more upside. Quick test at the $11 range short term. And lastly, today's WPRT, which popped big time yesterday. We gave you another swing trade buy, but it's followed through a bit, reaching as high as 31.34, closing at 30.89 up. Just 15 cents, but still it shows carry forward and follow through action. And if you look at the longer term chart pattern on WPRT, it appears that this could make it up towards the high 30s, but let's call 35 our short-term target for this one. And that's it for this evening. There's still quite a few shorts out there. Scan your box of shorts list, and you'll see what I mean. And we'll talk about them tomorrow night. Bye-bye.